that's enough of that noise. That's enough of that nonsense.
There it is.
Howdy, y'all. That's enough of that nonsense. And I'm hearing my echo. Howdy, y'all. Which stream do you have on?
All right. Let me just make sure I got here. I got to turn some sound off here.
Yeah, the TV.
Let me just make sure I got here. I got to turn some sound off here.
And while you do that, I'll say hello to everybody here. Sunrise Florida Media. Can we hear ourselves now? We got Michael, Tex Armstrong guy. We got Lee McCready. We got Kenny. Did I get that right? And we got Dustin in here, James, and Gary Bauer. And I'm sporting one of the new hats here. Link in the description. Non-affiliate. All right, Mr. Dad, did you figure it out?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure. Let's try this. All right. I was just getting a delay.
You getting a delay?
Not anymore.
All right. Yep. She shall be fixed then. We'll call that good. We'll call that a success. We shall call that a success for the time being. But squirrel, yeah. Let's start with the squirrel moment. So apparently we created a monster. Sunrise has developed a fetish for slapping, apparently. And there you went. Yep. It's just me, to me, myself, and I show. And the three of us are going to have fun. Especially with Sunrise. So, and Sergio. Good evening, sir. So, has anybody seen Sunrise's last installation of the Texas fall colors? If you watch like the first couple of minutes, he actually slaps himself. His alter ego slaps himself. Okay. Then today again, he gets on Eat More Possum, asking to be slapped. So I'm beginning to think Sunrise developed a fetish for being slapped. So he's back.
Here we go. Sorry about that.
You good?
Yeah, I was getting an echo, and I have no idea why I was getting an echo. So it's gone.
Yeah.
I'm still getting it. I'm still getting I'm getting a refeed of.
You have a browser open somewhere where?
I'm looking. I don't think I do.
Well, you have a live stream playing?
There it is. Oh, okay. I couldn't find it. Now we're good.
We got it now.
Jeepers.
All right. I had a window open. It was hiding. All right. Now we're good.
Eat more possum. He was inspired by the slap. Yeah, I call horse crap on that one. So, you got Sunrise got some weird thing going on with slapping. Did you see his latest installation of the Texas fall colors? Did you see that video?
No, I don't think I did.
Yeah. Well, if you watch it, in the first couple of minutes, he actually slaps himself. Try to knock some sense into him or something.
No,
and then today, Eat More Possum posted something about fog over the pecan orchard. And again, Sunrise is going on about being slapped. So apparently he's got a thing for getting slapped. So so the question is, do we need to find him a support group or just keep slapping him around?
I think we just keep slapping him around. Well, he's got a support group.
Let's change the subject to what?
We can be
We
a
just
support
found
group.
a very entertaining subject, Chris.
Yeah, what are we going to talk about that's more fun than goggles too? Hey, the person that needs a support group is me.
Oh, we got another vote for the slapping around. So Sunrise.
I'm the one that needs a support group.
No, you don't need a support group.
I don't.
I don't think there's any group that we can do that to.
You don't want to. That's a good one. That was quick. That was quick. All right. I'm going to do one more thing to screw this up. So now that I found out what my problem is, I'm going to go back to my virtual camera.
How many years old are you? I found out what my problem is. Yeah.
All right. I'm going to go back to my virtual camera. It's
boy.
now that I know I don't have an echo.
Watch out.
It just
stream going to crash in 3, 2, 1.
Oh my Lord.
Blue screen. Why not? It's something different. Something we hadn't had yet. We didn't have that one yet. So we'll go with blue screen. Dad, you're looking good today. Kind of blue, but
I know I gotta have this is one of my weaknesses is now you can see my voice there.
I cannot see your voice.
You can see it in the blue screen. You see the voice image of
No, it's probably covered up by the random thing here from StreamYard.
Oh.
You mean on the epidemic sound?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where your name tag is.
Oh. Now I got my screen share to work. That's good. That camera's coming in. All right. Because that was where I was trying to get to. That's what I need the support group for. Oh, great.
That right there, what y'all see right there, is going to give me lots and lots and lots of phone calls.
Yeah, that is true.
Kai, I need help.
It's not working. I can't figure it out.
It won't fit.
What screws do I need?
Well, try. Let's start with the easy things. Pick a camera that works.
Well, I've got my Brio basically working with this here. Let me go. I can go 920.
And there you went. And here's the other fly zone. Mikey, good evening. Oh boy, now we're having love slaps and everything else. I think I created a monster. Yeah. And Dad will be back whenever he gets his technical difficulties worked out. Until then, it's me, myself, and I, and the three of us are going to have fun. Over here, a split personality. I'm having my own threesome. But anyhow, there he is.
All right, that's
With
it.
camera
I'm
this time.
I'm not touching it anymore. I'm not messing it over one more time. Okay, that's over. Oh my God! Now I got my flying machine coming through. All right, there we go. Okay.
Eat more possum. I'm clipping that for future video, guy. Yep. I wouldn't expect anything else from you.
I think that's my calling card. Mesto OBS. I don't know anything different.
You know, I swear somebody told me OBS is idiot proof.
No, it's not. I've definitely proved that one. Oh, the next thing I got to do is, you know, the big knob that holds on a GoPro. I've got that holding my Brio on, and it's like it covers up just a tiny little corner of the screen, which is like super important when you're going to turn off and on things. So I think I just need a screw there without the big ass knob. Okay. I can start now.
Eat more possum don't know what to do with 5 inches.
There we go.
You hadn't had a 5 incher since 2016.
Please hit the thumb. There you go. I got to have this stuff working.
Brant, you might not want to advertise this too publicly. Just saying. You know, this could be misunderstood.
So, all right, we should probably start talking about stuff.
Oh, I've been talking about stuff all along.
I know.
If you would have been here, you would have listened to most of it.
I know I'm Mr. Sidetrack. So I got a big project going on, and you're going to be pulling your hair out, trying to help me with this freaking mess.
Easy now. There isn't a whole lot left. I mean, come on, take it easy.
Okay, we decided that this is not going to happen, meaning that this frame is probably not the bird frame that this should use. So we're going to take all this crap out and we're going to shove it into a new frame. And the other night, Doc Murdoch, you told me, hey, check this frame out. And then Kai repeated that same thing. So we are going to be putting in an AOS LR5 frame with the new air unit. So that will be cool. I'm really freaking excited for this. Kai's not, but I am. I am really, you don't even know how excited I am for this. This has been something that I've dreamed about. So next to really
what you dream about,
next to really hot naked freaking chicks.
If that is what you dream about, you definitely have issues.
Oh my gosh, I need some light. This is the time of the day that the sun goes
Stevie.
down. Steve's here. Hi, Steve.
Steve in the house.
Yeah, you saw Steve come in. Is it time for him to eat? No, not yet. Steve, you got 20 minutes, dude. Okay. I know. He doesn't Steve. Here. Steve
He's
Cam.
like
That's Steve Cam.
He's like my fish. That timer is set to go off at 9 o'clock. Starting about 8 o'clock, you see the fish all swimming around under the feeder. And then the closer it gets to 9 o'clock, you actually see them like
Alexa,
it's like a
all light,
freaking race
100%.
where they're going for position, so they get the best shot at the food.
There we go. I just told Alexa to lighten it up here. Now you can see some stuff. There you go. Guys, this studio is freaking kicking. Check this out. This is so awesome. There's my freaking table mess. There's my destroyed freaking Mr. Croc. It's got more problems than. There we go. And then we got Kai's cup with the air unit in there. Let's put that up there. Guys, what do we do with this?
Send it to me.
I know I'll find something to do with it. It's a freaking great thing. We're already
No air unit left behind.
no kid. Hey, this is gonna find some use in something. I'm gonna if I could shove it in here, I would do it, but it's impossible.
I've got some to shove in there.
Hey, somebody's probably done it before. Get the camera on there. Put that in there. I just need to freaking put how we're gonna put the battery.
Here's what you need for that.
Here, let me get it. Here, make that big. I was looking for that. Is that the one? Is that the
That's the Darwin FPV.
Yeah, those are
all-in-one.
hard to find.
And you see a little UFL connector on there. That's Express LRS built in.
Oh, cool. What did that thing run?
$50.
$50, and that's an all-in-one. So I think that's the one you told me about.
That's a 15 amp all-in-one. And it has a 2 amp back on it, so it can power.
Right. This one needs
walk snail mini.
This one needs a walk snail build. This one needs a really light VTX and this will eventually become something.
Well, actually, this one is going into the P16 frame.
Oh, perfect. I need somebody to buy my Mavic 3 so I can have fun again.
So as Jim already mentioned in the chat here, the backwards compatibility for the goggles 2 was the old Vista and old Air Units is definitely coming. Beta version of the firmware has been released to a couple of reviewers. They have it. It seems to work well. And apparently when you switch between the old 3 and the old Air Unit, you don't have to rebind as you're switching back and forth like you used to have on the V2 goggles. Still leaves 2 little problems with the goggles too. A, they don't fit worth a crap, and B, they don't have no ventilation on them.
Yeah, I do have 2 different hopefully solutions for the goggles to fit. But they're on the slow road from China. So hopefully we can figure out that. I think there's a lot of good things going on now. So just having what we've got, the information that's just come about the backwards compatibility, I think is really massively huge for everybody that, is trying to see a road forward. So And it looks like we've got a lot of paths. Just think about it. Just a year ago, all this stuff was being talked about. And now we actually have something happening that is, pretty cool. This whole hobby it's just blowing away right now, the GPS hobby. And it's getting easier and easier to fly FPV. And people just have to get the training wheels off, get away from that freaking GPS, because this stuff is way more fun.
So, eat more possum. I already fit the walk snail mini VTX.
Make that big. Make it big. Make me small, so you can see it real good, because that's cool.
So I already got the walk snail mini VTX shoehorn into the P16 canopy.
That is cool.
So all I need to do now is get this to fit in here. And we'll be all set. Actually,
that is going to be probably the most fun thing to fly that you have when it's done.
So
you're going to fly the crap out of that through your house. You and
so that's going to be,
you and Nick Burns are going to be brothers.
Oh, don't do that to Nick Burns.
don't do that to Nick Burns. I'm going to tell you something. He's living the life. If I could be any FPV pilot, I want to be Nick Burns. I don't care about all these guys that are got cool tattoos and all the cool stuff. I'd rather be Nick Burns any day of the week. He is my idol. He just flies the living crap out of those little drones. I just love them little whoops flying through his house. He's a king. He's Nurk of the kitchen.
So anyway, now P16 is going to have the same motor on it. I mean, there's nothing going to be too crazy about it. Flight controllers 1 to 3S. Probably fly was 2S in the house. 8,000 kV motors, 1103s.
Jim's droning wants to be Mr. Steele.
Yeah, it's a flying pig with a walking snail.
That is a pretty ingenious little bird build you got going on there. I can't believe you got that. That's how small that walk snail is. It's so small. You've shoved it into the canopy of a P16, which is already tiny.
Yeah, it took a little modifying on the canopy, but it's in there.
So did you shave off the corner? Is that what you ended up doing? Remember you were showing that to me?
What I ended up doing is, and I can show you,
because he was trying to.
So right here,
there we go.
Let me see if I can hold it. So right here in the front, you can see where I cut it back a little bit, because that's where the board was pushing into the canopy.
Oh, that's
and
a
then
good
to
one.
make a little extra room for it to clear over the camera, the board itself needed to clear over the camera. There's some standoffs up in here that I've cut down a little bit, and I've angled up that VTX board and put it over the top of the camera. So
yeah, I'm excited to see that thing fly.
But she's on there.
You can still move your camera too. Remember, you couldn't.
Yep.
You couldn't adjust your camera before. Now you can.
So, yeah. There she be. Plenty of room.
Emacs is going to hire you someday.
So, but yeah. So anyway, yeah. Yeah, the big news is just that DJI is actually making good on their promise of backwards compatibility of the new goggles with the old Air Units and Vistas.
Okay, do you think this hurt them?
No.
Do you think DJI this hurt any of their ability to make money? Do you think by giving up what they just gave up? Because backwards compatibility gives up stuff. It allows people to not have to move forward.
People are going to move forward. People are
Right.
going to have to move forward.
Right. It's about a 2 or 3 year cycle, right?
The thing is, Air Units and Vista Units, well, the Air Units are end of life. They're done. There's nothing else coming on the market with
Right.
the old Air Unit.
And we're going to get as much out of them as we can, because there's really, for some builds, it's like the perfect thing.
Well, actually, for some builds, the new 03 unit is a better fit because it's
Smaller than the Air Unit.
20% lighter.
All right. I have not opened this box. I have no idea what it's like to hold an actual Air Unit, a new one. So I saved it for your channel.
Ooh.
I know you're really excited. You freaking hate this damn thing.
I don't hate that thing. I don't hate it. I just can't get to the expense of it.
There's the strip. It's going. I just want to see how it compares. I have never seen this. So I could be selfish and I could do this on my own stream, but I'm not, because I really want to know. And I don't think I can wait another fucking day.
Is there really a goggles 2 light coming out? Yes, there is.
Oh man, that is
yes,
small.
there is, but I don't know.
Look at that. Look at that little thing.
Now you've ordered the warranty.
All right.
Don't pull off any more stickers. You'll void the warranty.
Right there. There's the body, the shape of the body.
There's the side by side.
That's amazing that they made it that small. And there's no reason why I can't shove this thing into there. Maybe there is. I don't know. Except for the fact that this board won't. I don't know. Man. It's really close. It's damn close. This is a 3-inch.
Well, that's your diatone.
Yeah. It'll definitely fit in this 5-inch, or excuse me, the 4-inch. So it'll definitely fit in there. But it is a little bit bigger than that. It's a little bit bigger. It's close. I'm not going to say it's for sure, but.
Well, I actually sold my 4-inch long range Explorer.
Well, the new Explorer already has this in it. The new one already came out. And they already shoved this little.
Yeah, but no, I sold mine already. I wasn't flying it anymore, and I've got all my little guys up there.
Very cool. That is a massive.
I went out this weekend to do a little flying, and what the hell's going on here? There we go.
There's your warning right there. To avoid abnormal performance caused by overheating, make sure to mount the DJI 03 Air Unit on the aircraft with good ventilation and heat dissipation.
Yep.
That is going to
And if you look at the builds that iFlight released, iFlight actually put a heat sink on the bottom of that air unit, and that's sticking through the frame
Right.
on the bottom.
I think I should get one of those big giant GPU fans. Like Mads Tech did. I thought that was funny as hell.
Let's see if I can get this shit to working.
Oh,
I
I should just leave it out of the box. It's going to come out of the box anyway. Oh,
So I'm going to share some footage from this weekend.
yeah. This is that little walk snail camera.
This is the walk snail light camera and that 4-inch shocker. First time out in the wild, so to speak. And I actually built it on 6S, and yes, it's up 250. And that thing is so whisper quiet, you can hardly hear it. This is like the perfect park flyer because nobody's going to take exception to that.
Yeah, I would love to have, you know, the ability to go into a park with people and just rip it and have people not really care. I mean,
Well, I've heard of a park here in San Antonio that I'm probably going to go check out next weekend and see if I can fly there. And if I can, then that would be good because it's only 20 minutes from the house and not like an hour and a half like this where we're flying here is. Like Sunrise says, it's the Karen-free drone.
no, yep. The no Karen drone zone. But the best way to stay away from Karen is to make her not give a crap. And if she says, "Hey, you're flying a drone," just say, "No, I'm not flying a drone. I'm watching somebody fly a drone. It's really cool. You want to see it?" Then show her your goggles and say, "Yeah, these pick up drone signals."
This is the drone I'm flying or quad I'm flying in that. I put a 550 milliamp battery on that thing. It was cruising for 7.5 minutes.
Wow, that's good. That's good. That's a good time. That to me, 7 minutes is a really good FPV flight. You pretty much take care of all business in 7 minutes, without a doubt.
You know, this isn't National Geographic type footage like you get out of some GoPros. But dude, if this is all we get under 250, I think we can be pretty content with what we get. That's Sunrise flying, by the way.
And one of the keys is what you get 1080 into your goggles, but you're basically flying. How much does the walk snail unit weigh? That it's like 10 grams or something.
Yeah, what's antenna and camera and everything? It's right at 10. Call it 11 grams.
11 grams. That weighs nothing. So that thing can go in pretty much any of these tiny builds, and that's what you want. I mean, you can get 1080 footage with one of those tiny builds. That's saying something. Hey, Charles Hatmaker in the house.
What is the drum? Your what?
I don't know. He's trying.
So yeah, I'm gonna shoot the full bit. And then I flew, okay. I guess we can share this too. This is the one. This is this one. This is the one that I had modified to accommodate the walk snail unit in it. Because originally this had the 20 by 20 spacing for the VTX, and I opened it up to 25.5 by 25.5. So this one has, quite a bit of stuff in view. So I'm not sure how I'm feeling about that just yet, but it's
So
nice.
Charles was asking. He came in. He was wondering what drone this is you're flying again.
The first one was the Shocker 4-inch.
Yep, the little light Shocker, little.
And then
Long
this
range.
this one is a model for you can get it through CNC Drones up in Canada, a machine shop up in Canada, cuts carbon.
That's where I got my frame from.
They're good people. They're really good people.
Excuse me. I love this site. I'm definitely going to have to fly this sometime with you. It's got everything you got rails, you've got buildings, you've got a tall building where you could do a drop down there. You've got trees to fly through.
It was extremely windy the day we were out there.
Uh-huh.
Now where we're at, it's pretty protected because we're kind of, in a valley back there. But you get out here in the parking lot and you could feel that wind pushing on you. There's a railroad track behind those bushes, and behind that is one of Austin's biggest shopping centers. The Domain. So
the Karen Free Drone Zone.
Well, of course, we took the Beetle out. We took the Beetle out for Flight 2. My 3-inch version of the Beetle. And it actually has a full avatar unit in it. So, that was a fun morning up there. We had to go pick up a dresser in Austin, so I made the most of it and bought some quads and batteries.
So I just posted the.
Okay, Dustin is asking you a question.
Am I flying any wings or fixed wings at all? Not yet. I've got to get. I want to. I have a neighbor that's doing it right now. He's got a friend that comes over, and he's been flying little model fixed wings up and down my street, and it looks pretty damn fun. And he doesn't have a lot of money into it, so it's on my list. But I want to get this stuff off my chest right now, because this can help the fixed wing or any kind of wing issue and make it even that much more fun. Could you imagine taking that air unit and sticking on a wing? I mean, that's another whole exciting possibility.
Speaking of fixed wing, I ordered the parts to resurrect the VTOL.
Uh-oh. That's good.
My VTOL had a little run-in was the concession stand out at the lake.
Sunrise saying, aren't wings a money black hole on every crash? Yeah. This guy was flying those little foam ones. I think he has $150 into the whole wing and controller. But yes, if you're Kai, it's a huge black hole. But he's got a VTOL. They are hard to break. That's the one that Kelly broke, right?
Except when they have a run-in with the concession stand. That don't.
Oh, that's
that
the
don't
one you
work so
broke.
good.
Kelly broke one too, didn't he?
Yeah, Kelly put it in a local wildlife.
He stuck it in a tree. That's right.
Yeah, he treat his.
And I'm excited about the VTOL thing. I guys have had unlimited money, which none of us really have. I would have a VTOL flying thing. I would have a house full of crap that I couldn't get rid of. And what's nice about this hobby, for at least for me, is I like to I love to anticipate the next thing. It's part of the excitement.
Kelly lost video.
He,
Sunrise, if you still buying that bullshit excuse, we need a chat.
yeah. I never lost video. I
Yeah,
crashed.
he lost the video when he closed his eyes just before you went into the tree.
Andrew Silverfox in the house. Hey, why are you not blue? We need to help Andrew out there.
Actually, let's say hi to Brad Elson real quick.
Brad, how you doing,
brother
Brad?
from another mother.
And if you have not,
I was there. Yeah. You were not looking through the goggles when this happened. So, Andrew Silverfox, I need to turn him blue. Hold on. Working on it.
And if you have not, please hit the thumb.
Yeah, let's do that. Don't be a bum. Hit the thumb.
Yeah, I didn't put that on that.
Let's see. There he is. All right. Andrew Silverfox has been smurfed.
Hey, Brad. Yeah, I think the VTOL is like if you live in an area like where I live, and Kai's always telling me that, oh man, you could get these 50-minute and hour-long flights, and you could really go out and explore and agree. But there's just only so many days of the year, and there's only so many hours I can get out, and I'm enjoying the ones I'm getting. So I am, and
he lost the video. Once you have to impact, the video kind of goes away because from what I recall, the whole nose end, including the air unit, jettisoned off the rest of the aircraft, disconnecting the power connector. Yeah, that's yeah. It won't finish your recording.
So I watched.
I won't kill you, Sunrise. I'm enjoying torturing you way too much.
Has anybody watched any of the Ken Dunno footage today? He was flying with the Cadix Vista with the goggles too. I thought that was a pretty good flight. I thought it was, what I expected. It's just nice that you can do it.
Yeah.
We don't have to have all this extra gear. I don't have to have a set of goggles for this and a set of goggles for that. It can work with all of it. And the goggles too, the goggles V2.
Well, this is just a weird thing was the V2 goggles and the goggles 2. Because with the goggles 2, you only get 100 frames per second as a max frame rate, but you get 1080p. With the goggles V2, you only get 810,
right?
But you get 120 frames per second. Which, I mean, on the goggle, I don't think that makes that much of a difference. But in the video recording,
right, it does.
The 4K recording, it limits also 4K recording to 100 frames per second on the goggles too, where you get the full 120 on the goggles V2.
One Vision was asking, this is the frame that I'm taking all of Mr. Croc
Yeah.
and I'm transferring it over to. I'm going to basically turn them into a 5-inch just because I've already got the stuff to do it. I don't have to go buy anything. And then I'm going to take the Mr. Croc frame. I think you can buy shorter arms. I might turn Mr. Croc either into, or longer arms. I could turn him into a, I don't know if you can go shorter. I think you can go up to 7 and 5 with this specific build. But it's gonna be
you know what you need to do was Mr. Croc?
What?
You take him to gun range.
Come on, his frame's not
and take him out of its misery.
I think I might make my first.
The way the antennas are routed on the Mr. Croc is a huge problem.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. It is. It sucks really bad.
I mean, they did what they had to do to make it fit, I guess, but
well, this is the huge problem with this thing. It basically, right. They where they put the air unit, you couldn't put the antennas properly in the back because you couldn't run you could probably run the wires past the bottom.
You can run long enough pigtail to put it in the back.
Right. And they did this stupid thing. And I really never appreciated that, but I bought it like a dumbass. So it's my fault. But I don't know. I think every frame deserves a lot. I mean, it's heavy. That would be its major downfall. This thing is a heavy ass frame. And the newer frames are lighter and they're mostly one piece. This one's got a lot to it. And I think that's not a good thing about it. I think we're always trying to make it lighter, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with it.
We got Maddie in the house. Hey, Matt.
Hey, Maddie. Mr. Croc could turn into something.
Everybody that comes rolling in here.
Want to see something cool? That's one of that Kai made that for me right there. He customized that thing right there.
Mind you, I made that thing sight unseen.
Yeah. And he sent it and it fit.
I didn't have the bottom plate. He needed a GoPro base to put on there.
And the coolest thing about this is I never have to use another freaking GoPro ever in my life. But everybody will.
Yeah, that was 3D printed.
Yeah, it's very nice. It fits perfect. So if anybody needs that specific part, I'm sure Kai has
it's on. I put it on Thingiverse.
He's got the STL file.
Yeah, the STL file available on Thingiverse. You can look me up under Lone Star UAV on Thingiverse. I share quite a few things. Next thing I'm going to share is these little adapters that I made for the walks now. Actually, let me do it this way.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna take this camera out of this TPU. I just want to see what the size difference is. I want to take this
It's all in the lamps. So, yeah, let's see. Remove that, and we'll take that off, and then do this and that. And here we go. So,
I did see some new parts coming out already that were 03 parts. Today, I was looking for them.
So here's the Walksnail adapter that I made. So these two screws right here are on the 20 millimeter, and those two are on 25.5 mil. And basically you take the M2 nuts, shove 2 of them in there, and shove 2 of them in here. And they'll just sort of stay put inside. And then, you run a screw from the bottom, through the plate and in, and it'll catch onto that nut. And then you lay your walk nail on top and you run a screw from the top and it'll catch onto that nut and hold in place. So there's one on either side. And then you get all the space in between to run wires that you need to get past the unit. And this is even to leave room for a battery strap if you need to run a battery strap on the other side. So. But yeah, that's my little chingadera.
Kai, are you familiar with the site that I sent you a link to? The rotor builds site?
Yep.
Okay. I just ran into it today.
Yeah, that's where people are showcasing their builds.
Yeah, that's the one I'm trying to build. That's not the exact layout, no, because that's got a lot of stuff on it. I'm not going to have. I like how they put that GPS on there like that.
Yeah. He's got the battery on the bottom on this one.
Yeah.
And I'd like to see what the flight characteristics are with the weight on the bottom versus the top.
Right.
But I don't think it's going to be a deal breaker.
It's just interesting. So.
Oh, it's definitely interesting.
And that's what makes it, kind of unique. So it's.
Yeah. But he's got a Vista unit in there. So.
Right.
But Chris Rosser is the designer of this frame, and he redid the camera mount for to accommodate the O3 camera, the OG camera, and any other CADX cameras.
Yeah, and that's where I got mine through. I got mine through CNC. I know. I think I might have went right to his site. But yeah, I thought that frame was. I like that it's wide in the back. I like the arms, how they're reinforced. So there's a lot of good stuff about that. I thought it would be a good start, be a good place to put the guts.
Chris Rosser's design is done in such a way to eliminate any kind of vibration within the frame. That's why you get these little triangle things on the arms.
Uh-huh.
And it reduces vibration going into the flight controller and into the camera. And yeah, he's a pretty smart cookie. He also released some pretty good videos regarding the O3 unit. He actually did a side-by-side comparison of the O3 unit, the OG Air unit, the walk snail, and HD0. And seeing the HD0 footage, it's like, yeah.
Yeah,
I know HD0 is a purpose built for racers. So I guess I'll need to see too pretty.
Yeah, I don't have the link. I would show you the link but most people know where CNC machining is. A lot of people use that. I'm just not up to speed because I've been away
Oh
for.
my. Coast to coast rounds. Good evening, Bill. We got some YouTube royalty here.
Yeah, third 5:30. It seems like people start popping in right when we're ready to end things. I just wished we could. I wish with both of our times, because you have dinner and you have to live your life. On Tuesday. Tuesday's just a regular day, so it's kind of hard to go late on Tuesday because you want to chill out. You got to wake up and go to work on Wednesday. So it's. Do you hear that? You hear that?
Yeah, I don't even want to hear about. Is your taco alert going off yet, or is there?
No, that's my
another?
wife yelling at the dog because he's chasing the cat.
She's going to tell you in a minute that he needs feeding.
Well, she's feeding him now. She's like, Steve, your dad's just ignoring you. What's the Thingiverse profile?
It's
your name.
Lone Star UAV.
Yep. So go check that out.
It's Lone Star UAV.
Yeah, you come up with a lot of good original stuff. You're a true creator on there. So
I'm fortunate to where I have the software.
And it's I totally am grateful to people that can modify and create, and because it's so it drives the hobby forward, where there's always something you're missing or something you need, and this allows you to do that. There it is. There's his parts. There's the parts.
There are a few of my parts.
And that's one of the big problems with getting new hardware is, the old hardware pretty much drives everything that's made right now. And without people creating the new files for the new hardware, like, the change in the camera size, I mean, it's just slightly bigger, but that's a big deal. I mean, the standoffs are only so wide, and, and then you're looking at dampening for vibration. So there's all kinds of stuff you have to think about. Now we've got a single antenna now.
Yeah.
So that changes.
No, that's a good thing about Chris Rosser. He released a bunch of his stuff on Thingiverse. Whatever parts you need for that long range.
I'm starting to notice things that are, like you said, they're starting to come up, and that's there's a list. I was looking through parts today, because I was still thinking about what am I going to do to Mr. Croc, because Mr. Croc is, who knows? It's probably something I should just get rid of, like you're saying, because the screws are all smashed, and he's like one of those frames you should just hang on the wall and call it a day.
Trying to find his profile right now on.
Kai, did you know that the air unit on Mr. Croc was just glued to the frame? It just had some adhesive. Yeah.
Yep. It's double stick tape.
Yep. They just had some double stick tape on there.
Matter of fact, if anybody's looking at mounting the 03 air unit to your frame, I suggest you do it with a thermal transfer sticky. Let's see, what's that stuff called again? I looked it up earlier.
Oh, right. The I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Do they sell that now? That blue?
You can buy it in a roll. Thermal adhesive tape.
Yeah. So you can transfer the heat out.
This right here. Because you can take that and now the carbon fiber is not going to be much of for heat transfer, but whatever heat you can get out of the air unit into the carbon fiber is any heat that's not bothering your setup. Also found these little guys right here. These are little 28 millimeter by 28 millimeter by 6 millimeter heat sinks.
Heat sink. Yeah. Now you'd probably
Um,
put, that'd be an idea, is to make a little hole at the bottom of your frame. I don't know.
Well, iFly's already doing that, but I'm just saying in general, even on top.
Oh, that's true. Anywhere you can attach it.
Yeah. If you can just attach a heat sink and just help out that heat transfer. It's out there.
I want to see somebody with the problem, first, before we go crazy.
Well, I'm not going to make any problems where they're in one, but it builds up a bunch of heat, and heat and electronics don't mix.
Never.
So if you can get heat out and stretch the lifetime of your equipment some more, I think that is something that needs to be entertained.
Some people say dad random and electronics don't mix either.
Well,
I'm proving them wrong.
Well, let's see. That makes you water. Because water and electronics don't mix. Dead random electronics don't mix. That means water and dead random are one and the same.
Isn't that Chris Sunrise? I think we're the whipping boys of the drone community. That's okay.
I think Sunrise gave up on us. I haven't seen him.
He disappeared.
I think he had enough.
Hey, he comes in early, man. He puts in his time.
In early.
He puts.
I do appreciate his support.
Yep, the community's only better with them.
But
So are we?
Nope, he's still there.
He's still here. He just woke up.
He heard his name.
He's probably reading a novel right now.
All right, so here we go.
Please hit the thumb, guys, if you have not. But
that's all you got is 4 designs? Wait a minute. Some don't sound right here.
I'm trying to pull this damn camera out of here. He's still. I can't see anything. It's so dark. I think I should just leave this for another time. All of my bits are getting worn out, and I'm afraid I'm going to do more damage than good.
Yeah. I'm wearing the wrong shirt today too. Because Kelly sent me the T-Rex Shrinky Dink t-shirt.
I'm just wondering if we're even having Taco Tuesday today, to be quite honest. My in-laws are still not COVID free, so.
And Harley FPV is in the house. Harley, great. But anyway, do we talk about anything semi-intelligent today other than picking on Chris? Nope.
I think I'm out of gas at this point too.
You out of gas?
Yeah. I've got too many things that I can't do right now. So it gets me frustrated. I'm like in the middle of stuff. There's parts everywhere. And I hate to be sitting on something that I can't do anything with. That's maybe my problem is I don't have enough patience sometimes. So I'd be a terrible doctor.
So here's another example of Sunrise slapping around here. He just sent it to my phone.
What'd he send you?
Apparently there was an exchange on Sean Idle about Sean Idle Studios.
Yeah, Sean.
Ring?
Yeah.
Be more possible some Chris slapped me out of complacency at the last second. So there's definitely there's some sort of fascination was Sunrise and slapping.
Oh my gosh. Chris, we gotta put a stop to this.
The giving and receiving thereof. So
we gotta put a stop.
I don't know if we should worry about him just yet.
I don't think anybody should be living with the slap reputation. I think if Dad Random can stop this, just put an end to this inhumane slapping that's going on. I don't see the fascination.
Well, you know what they say, no slap left behind.
Oh boy.
Oh, here we go. Sunrise to slap Gap or the Gap slapper. There are some for us to contemplate next Tuesday. To be continued.
We're gonna call him Slappy. Slappy Water Media.
Yeah. So we changed from Slappy Water and Sunrise to Slappy Water Media, and was his co-pilot Shrinky Dick.
Shrinky Dick.
Shrinky Dink. Sorry.
Shrinky Dick. You just insulted everybody.
It's just, you just slide slip of the tongue there.
We're down to potty humor. Oh.
See, and Jim is trying to help out too. He can always help out with some slapping. So, and Michael is here. Michael up from Broyce.
Is he?
Yeah, haven't seen him in a
no
while.
Kidding. There's somebody that hasn't been around in a while. We got Canada in the house. I believe that's
our Canadian connection.
I believe that's
he heard us talk about CNC drones earlier. Or CNC madness.
Yeah, if it wasn't for our Canadian connection. Yeah, the last time I remember talking to him was he was talking about winter lockdown and how he was turned in by his neighbor for helping somebody.
Yeah.
He was shoveling his freaking driveway. he got freaking fined for that or something like that.
Yeah, COVID violation.
Oh my gosh, I remember that. And he don't think people we remember all this stuff.
Mike apparently was looking for us on your random link. So
yeah, I did. We simplified our life.
Yeah. So Tuesdays is on my channel, and on Fridays is on his channel.
Yeah, I've been doing Friday, but I can't. He beat the fine in court. Sweet. That's great. It means that law in Canada is not been lost. That the that the deed was more important than the law because he was trying to help somebody. And by breaking COVID, he was helping somebody that obviously had a need. So good judge.
Well,
That's what I'm saying.
on other news, Red Cat is selling Rotorite and Fat Shark. I saw that earlier on Bartwell's news.
Hey, Kai, I got a quick question for you. Here it is. Guys, you ready for this?
Quick question.
What size screw is that?
That should be 1.5 mil hex drive.
Okay. All right. I'm not going to try to guess anymore. Oh. I need a
M2 screw, but the driver that you will need is a 1.5 mil hex driver.
I know I've got a whole set here, but I can't read the sides. So there's yeah. So I've got to find the right one.
That's why I have.
Well, I'm going to get those. I'm going to get some.
That's why I have these things, because they will adequately tell you what size they are.
Right. And they're not expensive just to get a set. So here's 1.5 right
now,
here.
I can go all fancy on you too, and go with this bad boy.
Yeah, that's
I got from Kelly.
I've got a that's kind of cool because it's got all the.
Yeah, it's got every freaking bit under the sun on it. But you know what? I don't use this thing that much.
Looks like a dildo when you held it up there. I don't use this very much.
How do you get dildo out of this?
Maybe that's where my mind is. All right, that's enough. That's where the stream's gone. We've gone to potty humor.
Now we're completely off the rails. Folks, it's been nice. It's been fun.
Yeah, but I can't say it's been real fun. It's been real. It's been fun, but I can't say it's been real fun. Oh, you have a wow stick.
It's time to.
Sunrise says now you have a wow stick. You need you don't need a shrinky dink.
I already got a shrinky dink. I got a shrinky dink, a wow stick, and a t-shirt.
All righty. I think it's
Johnny Droneflower showing up too.
Hey, we got the whole house in here. We ate up all our content early. It took me a half an hour to get my friggin' camera to function. I'm working at it. I'm just getting this thing together. You know, I try to make things better every week. You know, I try to do something that, you know.
Well, Kenny, I'm hoping you've been enjoying your new hat. Because I know it's been delivered. And for those that didn't follow, last week, Kenny won one of these hats.
The hat.
Yeah, the guy on top. He needed a hat.
The hat. The hat of destiny.
So
anything.
Anyhow, no, it's time. It's dinner time. I'm hungry. I know somebody's patiently waiting for me to get off of this thing so we can go grab a bite to eat.
Oh, that is so nice. I think I've got one that's waiting for me too. So I hope I can help. But yeah, I think we got a good direction going here. I think we've got a lot of things coming up. The that are going to spice up our stream. We have lots of projects. Now we got to start figuring out, okay, what's the, what are
We
some of
got
the,
stuff to spice up the stream, like dildos. Oh my God.
oh yes. And they're not beef sticks.
Yeah.
All right. But yes, I've got props. I love props. See, I can add props.
So let's see. We got dildos, beef sticks, and somebody getting slapped around. I mean, we've got the whole package here, folks.
Oh. All right.
You might want to chat with Sprat for a bit because he loves beef sticks in a bag too.
God. It's beer 30 somewhere. That's what Lee said.
Sunrise, you tell me. You tell me. I'm not sure anymore. And Kenny, you were welcome. I'm glad I was able to get that out to you. And he said he's still out on the road, so he won't be able to get it for another 3 weeks. But
oh wow, 3 weeks. That's out for a while. That's definitely
he
on
works.
The road.
It's his business that puts him out on the road like that.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, I'm sure he's been plenty busy.
Let's see, Jim, Herd Air 3 unit compatible DJI FPV controller. Yes, that's correct. Yes, it is. And if I would watch,
It's supposed the gray DJI FPV controller, not the black one.
Right. So I would watch Mads Tech. He talked about it the other day, either today or the other day. He just talked about the limitations, and he talked about the fact that when you lose connection, if you lose visual connection, you lose controller connection. It's all in one. And then when it reacquires,
oddly enough, it restores the radio connection after about 5 seconds.
Right. And it puts it on a different channel, which is, but it still comes back, and the drone will respond to the disconnect, meaning it'll go home or whatever you have it set up to do. So it's just like that. That's why this next build I'm doing, Kai, I might put the GPS on it. I might get a different GPS. You're always telling me to upgrade it and to put a little bit better. This is the cheap ass GPS. So.
Well, either way, I think we're going to call it the night.
Yep, we are.
It is time to go.
We're going to call it a night. If the gray controller becomes compatible with all the air units, that would be cool. Yeah, I don't know. It has to do with the goggles. Yeah, remember the goggles and the controller are working together. So if the goggles are connecting to the Vista and you're using the gray controller, I believe it does work, because because Dono did not do that. He just he was just getting video. I don't know if it was it wasn't controlling his drone. He uses I think he was using Crossfire to fly the drone. He was just flying with the Vista video VTX. So, but check out those videos in Mads Tech too. Check out his video. Very informative. I'm learning a lot. So, and at this point, I want to learn because I need to learn, because I'm not going to be able to input my personal opinion until I know what the hell is going on. And so that is what I'm worried about now, is just learning. Learn.
Yeah. You go learn something. I'm going to go eat something.
Yeah, I'm going to go eat something too.
And
it ain't going to be a beef stick. Oh.
Slap and Chris is going to get slapped around a bit at the request of Kenny.
The whipping boy.
And that should make everybody happy. You have tacos, I'm going to have pizza, and the rest of y'all have whatever you're having.
Yep. Enjoy. Hey, appreciate you guys
we
coming.
Appreciate you hanging out with us. If you don't mind, hit the thumbs upper button on the way out, please.
Yeah, if you have a chance, turn Andrew blue if you could.
I already did.
Oh, you did? Oh, yeah, he is. He's already.
He should be blue.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
No. Let's try this again.
Yeah. It just wasn't. It wasn't. I've got the chop chat going, not live chat. So there we go. That's why everything's working so slow. All righty, I'm out of here.
So y'all take care.
Thanks.
And we'll
Thanks
see
again,
you
Kai.
next
Appreciate
Tuesday.
it.
Same time, same place. And until then, y'all take care.
Hey, have a good one. Appreciate your help, Kai, and all this stuff, man. Just remember, you're gonna need to keep helping.
We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna make it.
We're gonna get something flying. And believe me, I'm going to give all the credit to the freaking guy that's sitting to my left. So
some's going to go flying.
It's something going to be flying off, but it will fly.
Some's going to go flying. We know that.
Hey, Steve.
So until then, y'all, thank you. And we'll see you next Tuesday.
We'll see you. Bye-bye.
Bye.